Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Take to the Skies, St. Albans. We're back in mid-January. We've not actually made any signings as of yet, but we have been unbeaten since the last episode. So as you know, last time you were with us, we lost 2-1 to Chorley. 2-0 to Chorley, I should say. We then drew 2-2 with Tunbridge, which was a very annoying result because we were 2-0 up and then bottled it with just over 10 minutes to go. We then drew with Oxford City, which they led most of the game. We dominated the game. We just couldn't get the goals until Matt Rush got one eventually. Then against Welling, we won 2-0, quite comfortable. Matt Rush with both goals in that game. And then most recently, we beat Havant and Waterlooville. Havant and Waterlooville. 3-1 with goals from Noble, Watson and Wiltshire. They brought it back to 1-1, but then we were able to finish them off in that game. And then since then, we're advanced through. We're going to be playing Dulwich Hamlet and Eastbourne Borough today. In the league, we're still sat in third at the moment. Dulwich are down in 10th. Eastbourne are in 4th, so that could be a very pivotal game. Dulwich less so, but still we need to be picking up wins as often as possible, of course. But we are looking very good at the moment, and we're in a bit of a battle for the playoffs. I think we might even be able to get a place in the playoffs, although going up might be a bit too soon. Let's go and see if we can get the win against Dulwich Hamlet. And the lineup to try and get that win today, we've got Davis in goal, a back four of Harper, Clark, Can and Sanders. Wiltshire, Sundyer, Noble and Myring are the four in midfield, with Scott and Rush up front. Jeffers isn't quite fully fit. He's coming off a injury spell. I think, if I remember correctly, he was out during the last episode. He's only recently returned, coming off the bench in our most recent game. So he's not quite ready to be starting yet, but we have got him there if we need him. As early on, Dulwich finds space on the right-hand side. Ball goes straight over everybody. Clark picks it up on the left now for them. He gets a cross in, Can heads away and deals with it. Myring plays the ball to Josh Scott, who's breaking forward, plays it through for Rush. Oh, who should finish. Oh dear. Rush should be getting the goal there, but doesn't manage to do so. Noble with the corner. Can't win the header this time. And Sanders has played it over the top. Driscoll with an easy catch to claim the ball, and that's the end of that highlight. But we come straight back with a throw-in for Dulwich. Noble has helped it on its way, but Rush loses out there, and Mbalo plays it out to Clark on the left. Our Clark now boots it back upfield. Blackman and Mbalo tries a long ball again. Sanders intercepts, and Rush can't bring it down. Clark now on the ball, beats Harper and gets a shot away. I think what we are going to do is we're going to lower our passing to be a bit shorter, because I'm noticing Rush not really the player to be doing hold-up play for us. So I'm hoping shorter passing we can control the possession a bit more and keep the ball on the floor, which would suit us a little bit more in this game. And we'll also, we'll work the ball into the box as well. We are starting to control the game a bit more. Our possession has shot up significantly since that change. Harper throws the ball into Scott, who finds Noble inside. Ball through for Wiltshire, who's chipped the goalkeeper and made it 1-0 to St. Albans. What a finish from Wiltshire. What a pass from Noble. And that is exactly what we needed just before half-time. That first time pass, Wiltshire's runs through, and the little dink over the goalkeeper. Very nice goal from him. And at an important time in the game as well. Puts us 1-0 up. Let's tell them not to get complacent. And we'll also tell the defence they're not doing too bad. I'm worried about Caden being on this yellow card. I'm hoping it won't be too much of an issue. We have another throw-in now on the right-hand side. Harper's going to throw it to Scott again, who plays it back to Sundial and to Noble, who plays it through for Wiltshire, who does score, but I thought he's offside this time. And that one isn't going to count. He looked like he'd gone not as early as I thought. I thought he was further offside than that. But offside nevertheless. Ball comes in, Can heads away well. Wiltshire is straight onto that. He's got Scott ahead of him. We've got a bit of a 2-on-2. Scott taking it round his man, but poor finishing. And I think at this point we're just going to drop down to cautious, just to try and make sure we don't commit too many men forward. And we'll drop our defensive line just a touch as well. Noble plays it into Sanders. And Can. And then Sanders exchanges the ball. Ball forward goes to Rush. Myring is on the ball now. Sends it back to Can. And Sanders inside to Can, who looks for Rush, but it's a poor ball. But Sundial easily intercepts the clearance. And a ball through from Harper has found Scott, who shot his paw, and Rush hits it. And what a save from Driscoll there. We're approaching the need to make a sub, I think, and it's going to be Can that's going to be coming off for McKenna as Scott makes it 2-0. We are going to then go ahead and make that change, get the yellow carded man off the pitch, and just try and ensure our way through this last half hour. Great jump from Scott there, and a fantastic header into that top corner. And we're going to make another change now. And we're going to bring Rush off for Jeffers. Send him on up front. So what I was going to mention, I've done something a bit different in this save so far. Jeffers is through here and it forces Driscoll into the save. So Sanders, our left back, isn't actually our best left back technically. Sweeney, who we've got on loan, is like a full star better than him. But what I've noticed, Sanders was like top of the training report every week. So I thought, you know what? I didn't think Sweeney was doing particularly special. He was doing a decent job, but nothing making him undroppable, is what I'm trying to say. So I thought, well, Sanders is doing really well in training. Let's just give him a go. And he's been in some really good form since he came into the team regularly. And he's kind of ended up a bit ahead of Sweeney in the pecking order as Hamlet get one back there, and we need to be careful because we are prone to bottling chances like this. Bit of poor defending there from Noble, not tracking his man. And let's just jump into the tactics screen for the last few minutes and just try and really see this game out. Hold shape, slow the game down, drop ourselves back and just really try and make sure they just can't create a chance through our team. And that does do enough. So a 2-1 win there in a very good performance, really. We looked in control of the game for majority of it. And I think the short passing really did make a difference. which is nice to see a tactical change working. Let's go and see if we can beat Eastbourne, who have dropped points, which means they can no longer go level on points with us with a win against us. But let's try and make sure they don't get a win against us. And we're back for the game against Eastbourne now. We've made a few changes. We've got Gibbons coming in at right back, McKenna at centre back, and then Jeffers coming in up front for Scott. So we're going to give Jeffers a start this week and see if he can make a difference and make it through to the hour mark, and then we'll probably bring him off just to carry on building that fitness up. Although early on, Mitchell Dickinson has made it 1-0. I'd love to know how he managed to react to whatever happened with Whelpdale here, because it was Whelpdale that got the header. This is less than 5 minutes in, by the way. I mean, he just wasn't able to do that, was he? Well, we find ourselves 1-0 down, 5 minutes in, and having to battle back. Allsop now tries to find their left winger, but gets nowhere near him. Wiltshire's on the ball now, plays it through for Jeffers. Back to Noble, who sends it to Myring on the left-hand side. Back into Wiltshire. Jeffers plays it, Rush plays it back to Noble. Sundyer back to Noble, back to Sundyer. It's back to Noble again, who plays the ball through, trying to find Jeffers. The defence clears it to Myring, who gets a shot off, but needs to be better than that. It's out for a corner. Noble sends it in. Jeffers is at the far post, but he's not getting on the end of it. Sundyer collects and wins as a throw-in. And Eastbourne have played an extra game. This is actually 2 weeks after the Dulwich game. So Eastbourne appear to have played a game in the middle. So they are currently going ahead of us, but we will have a game in hand over them. Noble trying to find Wiltshire there, but it's cleared. Sanders plays it to Myring, who lets fly from range, but it's a poor shot. And Sanders now with the throw and plays it to Rush. I notice we are in control of possession quite a lot at the moment. Wiltshire and Gibbons make a bit of a mistake, and Arrow plays it back to Edwards. Walker tries to bring it down, plays it through for Kendall, and very good save from Davis in what was really a probably better chance for them to score than miss. Sundyer heads away the corner, and Walker collects it, plays it inside to Jones and Dickinson now, and that's the end of the highlight. We're going to fire them up. I think we've got potential to get back into this game, although they are starting to dominate the chances. And we're not being able to create a lot at the moment. And we're getting towards half-time. It's not been a great first half for us. We haven't really created much. Yeah, I'm going to say you're not playing as well as you can. I want to see more from you. And as we kick off the second half, the ball goes back to Davis, who goes long towards Rush, who's headed it down to Sundyer. It's back to Gibbons. It's inside to Noble, who finds Jeffers. Noble looking for Rush, who heads it on. Wiltshire brings it down, and what a strike from Wiltshire. That is one heck of a response from half-time. Was that within 30 seconds, I think? Noble plays it to Jeffers. It goes back to him. And then the ball to Rush, heads it across. Wiltshire strikes it on the volley. 25 seconds into the second half. We are back on level terms. And we can't encourage them. Never mind. But what a response at the start of the second half. Now the ball comes in. Rush has gone down in the penalty area, and Jones booked for pushing him. Noble's on the penalty. He's missed a few this year. He doesn't miss this one and makes it 2-1 to St Albans. What a response we've had at the start of the second half. He runs over to mock the Eastbourne fans. But a fantastic penalty. And we are in the lead out of nowhere at the start of the second half. And we're going to wait for this highlight to be done and then look to make a first change. Phipps is coming in, plays it through for Kendall, but Davis collects, and that is where we're going to make our first change, which is going to be we're going to bring Gibbons off for Harper. And that'll be it for now. We're going to look at bringing Jeffers off soon. We might play him on until about the 66th minute or so. A long ball has found Rush, and he plays it back to Gibbons, who exchanges with Sundyer. And Noble plays it back to Gibbons, who finds Wiltshire on the right-hand side. Cross comes in, Rush with the header. It's 3-1. And Rush has been so influential in this game. He deserves a goal. He's got an assist, won a penalty, and now he's got his own goal. And what a header it was from him as well. Wiltshire whips the cross in. A powerful header, nobody picking him up. And we find ourselves 3-1 in the lead now. We can lower the tempo a little bit. Harper throws it into Wiltshire off the right-hand side. Noble plays it back to Harper. No, he doesn't. The ball's being cleared to Kendall. Walker just goes past the defence. Davis with a good save there. Not great defending from McKenna there. He let them through a little bit too easily. Edwards with the corner. It's a missed header, but Can at the far post manages to head away. Myring is going to be the first man to it. And takes it past his man, and then what a strange time for the highlight to end. Saunders throws it into Rush, who plays it back to Noble. He goes to Sanders, ball to Rush, who I thought was offside. Cracking finish, but he is offside. Just took a while for the flag to go up. But nevertheless, very nice finish from him, to be fair. He's miles offside. We're going to make another change now. Jeffers is actually doing alright fitness-wise. I think we might actually bring off Noble for Akinola, who can be a deep line playmaker instead of an advanced playmaker. Suits him a little bit more stats-wise. And we've got 15 minutes to go now. Jeffers plays it back to Harper, who looks for Rush. Akinola picks the ball up deep, plays it to Sanders, who sends the cross in, and Wiltshire heads just wide. It's nearly 4-1 there. At this point, we're going to drop down to cautious, drop that defensive line a touch, and with the last few minutes to go now, we're going to make our final change after this corner. Akinola sends the corner in, Allsop heads away. Rollinson is breaking for Eastbourne. And he's going to go all the way and strikes well wide of the target. And the final change coming in now is going to be just bringing Jeffers off for Scott for the last 5 minutes or so. He's played a bit more than initially planned, but he's been, considering he's not match sharp, he's been fit enough to play through the whole game. There or thereabouts. And we come out of the game with a 3-1 win. A very good result for us there. The second half was completely different to what we had in the first half. We came alive straight away, and we got 3 pretty quick goals to wrap the game up. So we move 4 points clear of 4th place and 8 points clear of the 7th place, which is where the playoffs end. 12 points clear of being out of the playoffs. So we are looking quite good for a playoff spot this year. Considering I want it to be top half, this is a really good season that we're having. Let's go have a look at where we're coming back for the next episode. So what we'll do now is we will advance a little bit further into the season. We're not going to go too far because we've got a game against Hemel Hempstead, our rivals, coming up. We didn't get to show that game earlier in the season. I think they're the only rivals we have in this league. Because Stevenage, there's nobody else in this league, so we're going to have to show one of our rival derby games. And that's the one that we're going to show. So we'll be back tomorrow for Chelmsford and Hemel Hempstead. And tomorrow that will be back in the 5 o'clock slot, don't forget. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment how you think we're going to get on the season. Are we going to secure that playoff spot? And subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.